Go.
Yo,
Right. This is our power interview.
I'm here with Ashley Pilkington of St Helens College, and he's coming to tell me about his part in the project,
Yep.
Knobs the album.
Knobs the album.
Right, Pilky,
Nice
nice to meet you. Right, so what was your personal / creative targets behind like your project?
I set out initially to create a symphonic piece of about 5 minutes or less, because usually like symphonies go on for about 10 minutes.
Lengthy.
Yeah, but I decided to like squash it down into something that's like radio friendly.
Yeah, especially because it's going on an album with like a lot of other songs.
But I also decided to like combine it with like hip hop style drum beats, mix that with like folk type.
Yeah, so it's like
melodies.
just a big mixture of like all your interests.
With like a very like prominent sort of lead guitar part instead
Yeah.
of like a vocal part. It's a guitar part.
Yeah.
In the.
It's like the kind of
vocal.
melodies you'd expect of a vocal.
Yeah.
It's like interpreted into a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what was your inspiration behind it?
There wasn't really like any inspiration. I was just sort of bored one.
So you were your own inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just your ideas, just forming.
Because if I'm honest, like my like recording environment isn't very like stimulating. It's just a room
Yeah.
full of like dryers and
Yeah.
hoovers and stuff.
A lot of great musicians, their rooms like that.
Yeah.
So what did you personally think of your composition?
Personally, I'm quite proud of it. It's exceeded my expectations at least. So it's that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool. Well, was the time scale of like the project, was it appropriate to suit you?
Yeah, in fact, it was more than enough because I composed like 'cause I've done 2 tracks. And I composed both of them sort of long before that we started the actual project. It was about a year, like between me composing it and the actual like start of the thing. So I decided to like appropriate 2 compositions. I've done loads of recording, so
it was a lot of it just trying to like make it sound professional.
Yeah.
Like mixing and stuff like that.
all the stuff I've done is just sort of like in demo stage.
Yeah. Cool. Well, what are your musical influences and did they impact you on the track?
You know about that band Rat Attack, don't you?
Yeah.
Because they're known for like the like hip hop style drum beats, but with like really like prominent guitar parts. So I decided to mix that, but I based my lead guitar parts on the works of a musician called Michael Oldfield.
Very great musician.
Top musician.
Tubular bells.
With chord progressions from another musician who worked with him called David Bedford, who's sort of like a classical type musician. But like the hip hop part of it, like the drum beats, there's no vocals on it, so it's like the instrumental like part of it. So
Yeah, cool. Well, do you think that you worked with the right people on the project?
I worked with Matt Leyland, the bassist. He like the demo bass parts, like I'd recorded at home, but mine weren't very good. So he managed to like replicate the bass parts how I wanted them like originally, but with his own twist on it, because he's quite a big fan of is it Peter Hook?
Peter Hook from New Orleans.
And he decided he like added, because he does like bass harmony parts, because normally the bass is just like the one thing, isn't it? Like, so he added his like high harmony on the bass part, and it sounds really good. And it suits the song quite good. And in the studio, like just before I was doing the mastering session with Dan, and he's got like keen ears for music, hasn't he? So he knows what to include, what to get out of the song. So yeah, he gave his own input to it.
Yeah, cool.
Mm.
So did you learn anything from the others while they were working on the project?
I don't know if I learned any. Like, do you mean like the other musicians, like, or anyone who worked on the project with me?
Well, people who collaborated with you in general. So like, did you learn any ideas from either people who like, say if you were observing them doing their track, or like them being in there when you were doing it? Did they like give you any input?
To be honest, like the only one I really learned anything from was Anne, because like all the stuff that I like all the stuff that I wanted to do, I sort of like already knew how to do it, and other people were doing it as well. So yeah, I can't really say like I've learned anything from any of the other people like I've collaborated with.
So did your tracks change direction as the project progressed?
No, I think they all stayed like relatively consistent. Like so I had that one like aim at the start, and it stayed the same to the end. Yeah.
So it was quite successful in that aspect. Well, what aspects of the project do you feel like was hard work?
Hard work in. What was the hardest thing I did? I think it was like, for me, it was during the composition stage. Like it wasn't the composition itself. It was like the arrangement. Trying to get like chorus here, verse there, chorus here, just working on.
And I guess like as you were saying before, the way you had like two different ideas that you'd been working on, like piecing them together. I guess that'd been kind of the hard part with it as well.
Because the second track, it's got two like different parts to it. And
like the tracks are vastly different.
Yeah, initially like, you know the bit we performed live. That was on a different song, and I decided to like lump it into the second track. So it worked out pretty well, I think.
Yes. So what aspects of the project do you feel like were fun or easy to do?
Recording the lead guitar parts, because that's just what I do. Really.
Yeah, I guess like because you practice that much as well, that's like kind of second nature almost.
Yeah. Natural.
So was your creativity helped or hindered by the technology available?
I think it was helped, because you know how everyone else uses like Cubase and stuff like that. I use Reason because it's what I use at home. And I'm comfortable with it. I think it gives me a boost because everything's like there, all the like racks are there, and like a little digital sort of display. Like, so that helped me, I think.
I guess
because it's like it's actually there.
Reason's like it looks like it's a proper studio rack.
It is a bit difficult at first trying to get your head around.
Because you look at all the wiring and stuff, can't you? Like that's kind of
once you got the
next level stuff. But how do you think your project compares with industry standard recordings?
It's not it doesn't. I wouldn't say it doesn't sound conventional, but it doesn't sound like it sounds nothing like any of the other tracks on the.
So you're bringing your own like individuality.
But if like I've heard songs like before that do sound like it, but I can't really put my hand on what the difference is. I don't know if it's sonically. I don't know if it's like any of the like the emotional aspects or whatever. But there is a difference. I can't really put my finger on it though.
So what do you reckon the strong points of your project are?
Both of them, like especially the second one, sound really like sonically like dense. You know, there's a lot going on, isn't there? So it's personally, I'd like to think of it more of like an experience more than music. Just more than most conventional music anyway.
A lot of conventional music nowadays just
it's just
dribbling it. So what do you think the weaknesses are about the project, if any?
There was in the second track there was vocal parts, but they were like sampled. I got the samples from a video on YouTube, but I would have preferred to have had like the actual vocals done in the studio, because I was planning on having. Do you know how we had like all the like musicians like available? We had Matt doing bass, Benji doing like guitar or something like that. I would have liked to have had Lauren and Francesca doing vocal parts.
It's like more collaboration.
Not like singing as such, but like more like
harmonies and stuff.
Like chanting or something like that.
So, what aspects of the project worked well?
I think recording went well. Definitely, because I had that done in like when I recorded it originally, it was just one night. Like I blasted through it all in just the one night. I mean, I did record like little bits like here and there after it, but the mixing phase was really straightforward as well. There was no like brick walls you ran into or anything.
Was there any brick walls you ran into, like at all
throughout
for the whole project?
apart from the vocal thing I mentioned before, well, that was really due to the thingy, like the time we had left, and it was like it was a last minute thought as well, because like I didn't think of it like really early on, and then like a couple of weeks before we finished, I'm like, you know, a vocal part would go really good in that.
Yeah.
And it's just, no, we haven't got enough time, so.
Yeah, so this kind of follows on to the next question, which is so what do you think could have improved if time allowed? So vocals,
the vocal bit,
yeah. Well, what's your favourite track on the album?
Personally, because it was the one I most enjoyed, Pasty Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a blast.
Call Me Baby by Pasty Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call Me
Great,
Baby.
great track. Buy it now.
Yeah.
Available soon. So what have you learned by completing the project? Like, does it give you any
mixing
ideas
skills,
of the industry?
Yeah, my mixing skills have improved like by a mile. Like I could pick up on things now. Like listening to tracks, I could pick up on things that maybe like shouldn't be there, should be turned up, turned down.
Yeah.
Like I can really like get my head around like if I need to add anything, or like otherwise. Like definitely, if I hadn't done this course, I would have overlooked most things.
Yeah.
Because I was doing some like recording before this course and before the project, but listening back to them now, they're just awful.
Yeah.
They're rubbish.
I guess when everyone first starts out, like
the
first stuff they make is always like a bit.
But when I listened to it, like when I first made it, I was convinced, you know, that is boss. You're not gonna get much better than that, and then. Now it's like, what on earth was
that? It's just trial and error, innit? You learn stuff from just trying over and over again. But yeah, it's good. End of the interview. Nice to meet you. See you later.